We interviewed 50 bad bosses and learned that it only takes a few toxic behaviors to make everything disappear without a trace. When we set out to interview 50 bad bosses for a book about what traits defined an ineffective or damaging leader, we started by asking our professional contacts about their worst boss experiences. Sometimes, we knew these bad bosses personally, so we reached out to interview them. And instead of Miranda Priestley, we found Leslie Knope, amazing individuals with remarkable personal histories, passion for their work, thoughtful philosophies on leadership, and seemingly all the right answers. Somehow, though, these leaders had managed to undermine the confidence of their direct reports, who usually, after a couple of failed attempts to address their manager's toxic behavior, suffered in silence. How could this be? In these interviews, we heard all about the kind of leaders they aspired to be. The problem is, their teams had submitted them as bad bosses for behaviors they exhibited when they were under stress, frustrated, or feeling insecure. It turns out, stress turns us into different people and stokes our dysfunctional tendencies, which harm other people's experiences with us. After we'd interviewed the first handful of leaders, we got together and reflected. We also used to manage teams, and some of those employee relationships didn't end well. Had we engaged in these same negative tendencies? To find out, we set out to interview our former team members and just listen. It became clear that we impact our team members much more with our words and actions than we ever thought. We ended up running for workshops with leaders about the behaviors they display under stress that might destroy the courage of others. We led them through questions like, when I'm under stress, what could I be doing that might destroy the courage or initiative of the people I work with? And what has a leader done in the past to destroy my own courage? What did they do or say? We were able to identify 7 of the most common courage-destroying behaviors. We, as leaders, have an important choice to make. We can either destroy our team's confidence and courage, or we can supercharge it. Dinah K. Ender is an author, keynote speaker, and host of the Growth League podcast, which catalogs rules for growth from remarkable women. Ashley Good is the founder of Fail Forward, the world's first failure consultancy, and supports people and organizations to discover their barriers to learning and innovation, and make the changes needed to acknowledge, create, and evolve from failure.